Get ready to uncover one of the most controversial and fascinating secrets of Egyptian mythology. Imagine two goddesses with completely opposite personalities. One, the loving guardian of cats; the other, a fierce goddess of war. Bastet and Sekhmet are not just two sides of the same coin, but they share a bond so surprising it defies logic. In this video, you'll unravel how these opposing forces intertwine and why this is crucial for understanding the balance of power. Let's start by exploring the origins of these two powerful goddesses. Bastet emerged as the goddess of love, fertility, and protection, especially for women and children. She was worshipped as the guardian of homes, associated with the gentleness and affection of cats, sacred animals that were kept as pets and protectors of homes against pests. On the other hand, Sekhmet appeared as a goddess of war and destruction. She was invoked during times of conflict and disease, feared for her ability to cause chaos. These differing roles highlight the balance of opposing forces in Egyptian culture, where creation and destruction go hand in hand. The true magic of Egyptian mythology lies in the transformation stories between Bastet and Sekhmet. According to legends, Sekhmet was created by Ra, the sun god, to punish humanity for its disobedience. Enraged, she descended to earth and began to massacre everyone in her path. Terrified by the destruction she caused, Ra devised a trick to calm her. He dyed beer with pomegranate juice to resemble blood and spread it on the ground. Sekhmet, attracted by the red liquid, drank until she was intoxicated and thus transformed into the peaceful Bastet. This story not only illustrates the duality between destruction and protection, but also suggests that even the most destructive forces can be transformed into creative and beneficial energy. The ancient Egyptians had specific rituals and festivals to worship Bastet and Sekhmet, reflecting their contrasting roles. The festival of Bastet in Bubastis was one of the most famous, celebrated with dancing, music, and an atmosphere of joy and festivity. Thousands of devotees gathered to honor Bastet, seeking protection and blessings for their families. In contrast, the rituals dedicated to Sekhmet were more somber and serious. Priests performed ceremonies to appease her wrath, especially during times of war or epidemics. Offerings of meat and blood were commonly made to pacify her fury. The duality in forms of worship highlights how these two goddesses were viewed and treated in Egyptian society. One as the loving protector and the other as a force to be feared and respected. The artistic representations of Bastet and Sekhmet are as contrasting as their personalities. Bastet is often depicted as a woman with a cat's head, sitting gracefully or playing with her kittens, symbolizing peace and domestic protection. Her statues and amulets were common in Egyptian homes, reflecting her role as the guardian of the household. Sekhmet, on the other hand, is portrayed as a woman with a lioness's head, often in attacking postures or holding a scepter. Her images are powerful and imposing, reflecting her role as the goddess of war and destruction. These representations not only highlight their distinct roles, but also illustrate how the Egyptians viewed and understood these opposing forces. The influence of Bastet and Sekhmet extends beyond ancient Egypt. Their stories and attributes have been incorporated into various cultures over the centuries and continue to fascinate scholars and mythology enthusiasts today. Bastet, with her loving and protective image, is often seen as a symbol of domestic protection and motherhood. In contrast, Sekhmet inspires respect and fear, reminding us of the strength and fury that can be unleashed. Similar figures to Bastet and Sekhmet appear in other mythologies, showing how the themes of duality and balance are universal. The lessons we can learn from these goddesses remain relevant, highlighting the importance of balancing opposing forces in life. As we conclude our journey, we reflect on the duality represented by Bastet and Sekhmet. These goddesses teach us about the necessary balance between opposing forces in life. The presence of both aspects, protection and destruction, is essential to maintaining harmony. By understanding their stories, we gain deeper insight into the complexity of human nature and the eternal quest for balance. The duality of Bastet and Sekhmet reminds us that within each of us are forces of creation and destruction, and true wisdom lies in finding the balance between them. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and comment on what you thought of the video and suggest new topics. Your participation is essential for us to bring even better content. See you in the next video. Goodbye.